Hi guys, it's Michelle, and today's video is not a baking video, but I am in my kitchen because I am filming a baking video, but that's for tomorrow. But today's video is going to be kind of a conspiracy theory or just theories in general about death. Like, not about what it feels like to die, but like what it feels like after you die, or like where you kind of go. And this is kind of like a talky video, more so like what I think happens to you, or like the different things that I think could happen to you. And also I asked you guys on Twitter what you guys think happens after you die. So we're just gonna have kind of a trippy little chat and just see how everybody's thinking and what everybody thinks is gonna happen when you die. Because honestly, it's a very terrifying thought. I think like dying really scares me. So I think it's creepy to think about, and I also think it's pretty interesting to think about as well. So let's get into it. The first theory obviously is like heaven and hell. I feel like that's probably one of the most popular theories because Christianity is like a very big religion. But even if you look into other religions, most religions have some type of afterlife, basically like some type of heaven or sacred like place that you go to after you die. So that's a pretty interesting theory, like that there is an afterlife. And this is what I like to believe because it gives me more comfort, I guess. I think that's most people, a lot of people like to believe because it gives them more comfort that you go somewhere after you die. Like it's basically like an afterlife where you just chill all together. But if you think about it, what the fuck could that even be like? Because wouldn't it just get like so overpopulated? And also, do you get to see your family? Do you get to see your friends? Do you get to see other people that you just like want to see? It freaks me out. I don't choose to believe in hell because I don't know, I just don't, like, it's just not something that like crosses my mind that much. I think that if you were a terrible person while you lived on earth, like maybe you'll be stuck somewhere in between like heaven and hell, like a purgatory kind of thing. Or heaven and earth, I mean, because I feel like, I don't know, hell, just like if God or any type of God was like such like a good person, why would they create like this place where you like burn and shit? Like that just doesn't make sense to me. I don't really have, like, my religion is like Christianity, but like I don't really practice anything. I kind of just go with the flow. But that's what a lot of people conspire happens after you die, is that you go to some type of afterlife. And the next theory that I want to talk about is like, what if when you die you don't realize that you die and like you keep moving on throughout your life as if you didn't die? So sorry, that probably didn't make sense. Think of a past like family member or friend or whatever who has died, and what if to them, like in their minds, they like haven't died and they just are continuing continuing their life all the way like to like whatever, and they don't even feel like they've died, even though you know that they died, but they don't, like, does that make sense? Like, what if you're dead right now, but you're just like, but when you die, you don't really notice that you die, so you just continue with your life, but it's really inside of your head. It's like a simulation. That fucks me up because you would never know. You just would never die. You'd be like 110 years old and be like, yo, like, why haven't I died yet? Like, everyone else around me is dead. What the fuck? Like, I don't know. That freaks me out. The next kind of theory that I want to talk about is, what if when you die, you just keep repeating your life over and over and over again? This freaks me out because it kind of explains deja vu in a sense. However, I think you would probably have deja vu more often if this was true, but maybe like a lot of your memory gets erased, so then you don't have it too often, and little memories that you do have where you have a deja vu, it's kind of like a blip in the system. This fucked me up because what if, like, so say like, oh, you live till you're 95 and then you die, and then the reason that you're like, you come out of the hospital crying is because you like come out of like your mom's pussy, sorry for lack of better words, or like womb, whatever, come out of your mom crying, and just, you know, babies scream a lot when they're born, but usually when they're placed on their mother's like chest, they stop crying. So what if you are crying because you're dying and you knew that you died, but then when you see your mom again, you like feel safe for a second, then maybe you feel like you're in heaven or somewhere, and like you're like, wow, I get to see my mom, like, and you like feel safe, but then your memory's just like gone. Or what if you even have these memories as a baby and you carry them and you're like, what the fuck, I'm a fucking baby again, like shit, this is me, these are my parents, I guess this is what happened. But then because your memory goes away from being a baby, obviously you don't remember being born or anywhere, but probably between like 0 and like 2 years old, maybe you remember stuff when you're 2. What if all those memories just like go away and like you know that your life has started over, but like you can't ever express it because you're a baby and you can't talk? That fucks me up, dude. I don't know why. It literally is just so fucking weird to think about that could be a possibility, because you would pretty much never know for sure if like your life has just completely started over and just keeps on repeating itself, and that it literally fucks me up. But I honestly think that'd be kind of cool, but like then you would just like be repeating your life over and over again, kind of like reincarnation, except for not really, because you're only repeating your own life. But reincarnation is something that we're going to talk about next, because now we're going to go into some of your theories. Those are some of the things that I think of at the top of my head about what happens after you die. I feel like this is just kind of like a trippy talk. And it's like an open discussion. You guys can leave what you think in the comments below. But a lot of people said reincarnation, and I think that that's pretty interesting, but reincarnation honestly fucks me up, and like I don't like thinking about it. But it's basically the idea that your soul gets reincarnated and you come back as someone else, or maybe something else, like a bird or some shit like that. I hate the theory of past lives. I like don't believe it at all, because it just, like, what the fuck? Like, I just choose not to believe it because it terrifies me, and I just hate the thought of it. A lot of people think that you're gonna be reincarnated. A lot of you guys said that, so that kind of freaks me out that so many people believe it. I don't know why. Like, why do you believe it? Like, what's the evidence? I think like there is like some stories that are like kind of weird, like, oh, this person found out where they were murdered in the past life, but I'm like, honestly, they could either be coincidences that are just like really fucking weird, or they could also be some like lying ass bitches and like just weird ass shit. Like, I don't know. There's always a circumstance that's gonna be weird. If you think about it, there's 7 billion people in this fucking world. There's gonna be like some outstandingly insane coincidences that just happen. So I don't know. Reincarnation is something that I just don't fuck with. Jax has a really interesting theory and says that my uncle thinks that you have to go through all the pain that you've put others through. And I think that's so interesting. Hopefully like you didn't cause a lot of pain on a lot of people, so like maybe you won't like have to go through that much. But like if you're a fucking murderer or like terrible person, like then you probably will have to go through like a shit ton of stuff, because like not only are you going through the pain of the person you killed, but their family and everything like that would just be crazy. That's a pretty interesting theory, and it kind of fucked me up. Amy Platti says, I think you go to heaven and you have the choice of staying in heaven or going back to earth as a different person. This is something really interesting, because I've heard a lot of people say that this is true, even people like psychics that have talked to people that have talked to different spirits who have passed away. Apparently, like, it's all apparent because it's psychics, like there's obviously no document proof that they're true. But I've heard of people saying like, yeah, you can choose to go back in a long time or in a little bit of time, or you can go right back to earth but as a different person. But to me personally, I don't think I would ever choose to come back. Like, if I died and like you could just go to heaven and have fun with your friends and family, I would never like want to come back, because I don't know, just like reincarnation is terrifying. Like, it scares me more like than death. Like, I don't know. And of course there's also the theory that like it's just nothing when you die, which is honestly something I feel like I've cried over a lot, because that is so scary. Imagine like just, you can't even imagine it, because it would just be nothing, and it would be nothing forever, like literally forever. You'll never feel anything, and you won't realize that you're not feeling it because it's just nothing. I don't know, it freaks me out. There's also a theory that I've heard of called like 7 minutes in heaven, that when you die you have 7 minutes to look back on your life. So it freaks me out, because what if you are in those 7 minutes right now, because it's like a dream, but dreams can feel like way longer than they actually are. So what if you're in those minutes right now and you're actually dead? fucked me up. And a lot of people do, like, so many of you guys responded with reincarnation and like life after death is just nothing, which is so scary. Like, because like realistically we won't ever know. Like, we're gonna know when you die and that's it. Like, and you might not even know, because if there's nothing, you just won't know. But I want you guys to leave what you think happens in the comments below, because I like to listen to theories about this. I thought it was really interesting, so I thought that's why I would make a video on it, because it's just, I don't know, it's just like kind of a trippy talk. It's more of like an open conversation rather than like a proper theories video, I guess. But I feel like we covered a lot of the popular theories of what happens after you die. But let me know in the comments what you guys think happens after you die, and please live your lives to the fullest, because you might only have one if reincarnation ain't real, which I don't believe it is, so fucking live your life. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Sorry for being such a down topic. Get excited, life is cool. Yeah. But make sure you follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram, because I'm always posting really dope shit on there. And also I ask you guys for your opinions on shit, so follow me on those. Subscribe for new videos every single day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye. What kind of